The man bangs not just at home, but away, you get me? Don't afraid of nobody. The man say, oh, clean strike anyway. Yeah, people, we're back again. You don't know, we just saw match week 9 or match day 9, depending on how you read it. Arsenal versus Tottenham. Yeah, I told y'all from last week that was going to be a game and a half. It was exciting. I won't lie. I woke up pretty early for me. The match started around 6:20, and it was a good game. You know, it's kind of like one of those games where it's like a Barcelona, maybe let's say Real Madrid. You know, Barcelona hugging all the possession, moving the ball around, trying to find that pass that's gonna destroy the defense, and then bam. Swift counter attack from Tottenham from time to time, leaving Arsenal exposed sometimes. And you're like, whoa, I mean, this game could go anywhere at this moment. And as you can see, the half finished 1-1, and we went into the second half, and the tide just turned. I know some maybe just Tottenham fans might cry about the red card, but that was a madness. I don't know what that dude was doing. Clearly, the man did up on a different thing. But Arsenal really had the game in control, and Tottenham was lacking in that final third. Again, the synchronicity just wasn't there. Sometimes you see Kane, you know, our son, like they're trying to make that link up, Richarlison, but it's just not clicking like in the old days. I guess it might click a little bit more as the season progressed, but for now, it wasn't really clicking like that. And yeah, going down to 10 men definitely had a big impact. And I mean, Arsenal just didn't let up. They just kept pressing, they kept pushing, they kept trying to control and to constrain the game, and they did. I mean, it was a commanding win. I don't know how else you can put it. So for those who didn't see the match, Arsenal won 3-1. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. It helps push this video to a wider audience. Harry Kane scored penalty, courtesy of Richarlison. Again, clever play from guy. People might cry on that, but I mean, it's football, people. We know how this thing works. You can't come across a forward, and the man knows this. You want to call it diving, you have these soft guys crying about these things, but it is what it is. A part of the game. It's a tactical move, whether you like it or not, and he did it to perfection. They got the penalty, they scored. Then on Arsenal side, you know, we had, I'm trying to remember. Oh, so Partey scored first. Yeah, that was an amazing shot from Partey. Jesus finished off, you know, an attempted save by Lloris. Yeah. Saka was giving them mad problems. Just let's not forget, Saka is the real deal, people. If you didn't think he was before, Saka was giving them all type of problems in that game, and that goal from Jesus was a result of that Saka shot that he took, that Lloris tried to save, and then Granit Xhaka just finished it off. Emerson Royal, for those who interested, was the one who got the red card. That dude's on something else for sure. But you know, it was a good game. It started off the return to the Premier League the right way. I told you guys it was gonna be something, and I mean, it was a game full of historical moments. You had Harry Kane out there scoring again. Like, this guy does not score in a derby, albeit a penalty, and we know Harry Kane and penalties history already. But yeah, homeboy now has 14 goals in all the North London derbies he's been in since he's been playing for Tottenham, so he has a record now for that. Not to mention, he broke Henry's record for most goals in all London derbies, which was 43 before. So Kane now has it at 44. And on top of that, he's the first player, the first player to score 100 away goals. So when you pre-Alan Shearer, I think they said Alan Shearer had 88 to 160 something. I think Rooney had 90 something. So yeah, he's doing, as a matter of fact, his away goals is more than his goals scored at home, albeit probably like by 10. But you get me, the man bangs not just at home but away, you get me. Don't afraid of nobody. The man say, clean strike anyway. So yeah, so it was a good game. If you saw that match, just leave a thumbs up in the comment section. Let me know that you saw that match. And what your thoughts were on that game. I mean, yeah, Tottenham needs to figure this thing out real quick. But not to belabor that, there were some other good games as well. And I remember telling you guys that the Fulham Newcastle game, that's a game that could be really exciting. I didn't watch that game, and I didn't expect the score. I didn't expect the scoreline to be lopsided that way, but I knew it was a game where there was gonna be goals. It wasn't gonna be a dull draw like the Brentford game. You get me? And 4-1, obvious red card. And the 8th minute at that's clearly gonna, turn the tide of the game quite early. I'm not sure what happened there that got him that red card, but you don't know. Newcastle 4, Fulham 1. Big up Bobby Dick Dover Reed. Don't know, Yardman a score and a represent. 1 goal for Fulham. So yeah, that's it. And then we had Liverpool, Brighton. Liverpool got away in that match. Liverpool should have died in that match. But somehow, because Brighton is Brighton, that game ended 3-3. But Trossard was stringing them up. There was all over Twitter pictures of Trent on his face just looking lost, wondering, what am I doing out here? Am I even a baller? Yes, you are, Trent. It's just a rough patch. But you get me, it was one of those games, like the fans were going crazy with it. Chelsea got through from Crystal Palace 2-1. Aubameyang scored. The other games weren't really much to write home about. And then last but not least, Man U versus Man City. And we saw the Terminator in full action. Demolishing. I didn't even say that right. Demolishing. That's crazy. I must have had some type of brain seizure a while ago. Demolishing. Manchester United was down 4 before the half was done. They didn't know what they were doing. They didn't know where they needed to be. They couldn't even string passes together from the defense to the midfield to the forward line. It was disgusting. And on top of that, the man them come and score a 3 in garbage time when City don't take them foot off of the City legit come out second half and was just like, yo, win this already. Yeah, we just have to play because we have to play, and the man them scored 3 and people that take heart in the 3 goal they must score. Brother, the man them wasn't playing. Like, when you can comprehend that the man them never play, can't take nothing in them 3 goal. Don't get me wrong, the Anthony goal was class. Like, straight up class. Like, foot off gas or not, that's just technique, quality, right? But still, it's a rubbish scoreline for me. You guys are terrible. But let's see how they pick themselves up from this to bounce back for the future, Let's see how that works out. Now, I mentioned him earlier, in the Tottenham game, and I thought I would raise this for a discussion, So I saw this report where it says, y'all probably would have heard, people were going crazy after the match because his performance was so bad, but apparently Emerson Royal has spent close to £1 million to improve his game under Antonio Conte. Now, I'm reading this from the dailymail.co.uk, and I'll see if I can either put the link in the chat or just put it up on the screen for you to see what it's talking about. Now, based on this, it's saying that dude has spent £800 million on trying to be a better player, right? He joined Spurs in 2021 for £25 million. Never impressed Conte. Yeah, trash. So now the Sun is reporting that he purchased his own hyperbaric oxygen tank. That's for fitness levels. He commissioned a scouting report of Hakimi, and if you remember, Hakimi used to play under Conte at Inter. So right away, if this is true, my man is scouting Hakimi and is like, yo, if I can get my game like this, brother, then I suppose they can definitely be in this man's starting 11. You get me? So now it goes further to say that between Royal and his managerial team, which is headed by his father, the man get a neuroscientist to help him manage the pressures of playing in the Premier League. So right away, my man figure say him mental weak, him fitness poor, and him need to know what him need to improve to be like Hakimi. So my man don't even want to be the best Royal. One of my brethren them I say, oh, the man don't really have no talent. So basically the man I try manufacture it. But to me, that story don't really connect with me the right way. It might sound harsh, but it just feel like one of them things the way you just have money for throw at a problem, you just throw at it. But it bring me to a question I want to ask and hear on the thoughts on it, And I want to know how you feel when you have expendable resources. get me? Your money can't done, let's say for argument's sake, and you want to improve in a certain craft. Let's widen it from football for a minute. Is spending at any cost to get the help to improve worth it? I mean, is there a point when the cost is not worth the return? Remember, well, to me, you're not paying for a tangible item, you know. Like, you're not buying a book, you're not buying a toy. Yeah, it's a self-improvement. You can argue product as being tangible or intangible, but me, I define product in this context as being tangible. This is a self-improvement, like a psychological, wrapped up together type of thing. Like, at what point is this just not worth the expenditure? I mean, we're all entitled to our opinion. I'm not against people trying to improve. I mean, that's inevitable. You know, as humans, we should always be striving to improve ourselves and be better than what we are now. But I mean, if at 23, yeah, you know, yeah, just let me know what you think, cause I probably am on the harsh side with this one, but you know, big up to you, Emerson. Alright, so just to round out the show real quick, cause like I said, it was a crazy week. Fantasy Premier League was back, so we're gonna take a quick look at the top 5 best performing fantasy players, and then just mention 3 players who could potentially be, you know, valuable in the upcoming week. Okay, yeah, so anybody could guess this, right? I mean, he scored a hat-trick. He had 2 assists. Erling Haaland brought in 23 points this weekend, right? He was selected by 82%. Yo, I don't know which side not going to try to put Erling in them team if them never did believe that this dude was gonna bring in points before. No, the man is gonna be in every team going forward. That's a madness. You have to go find differential somewhere else. Then we had Trossard running up with 20 points. Foden had 9. Foden also was crazy in that Man City game. Don't let the Haaland starlight outshine, boy, but he was doing madness in that game as well. Almiron came in with 15 points, and then we had Bowen with 14 points. And we can have some honorable mentions, you know, Firmino in that Liverpool thriller had 12 points, as well as Leeds goalkeeper Meslier. I could be pronouncing that wrong because he's French. I don't speak French. Well, let me know in the chat if I got it right. He had 11 points, right? Yeah, I don't think he's gonna repeat that next week. We could probably take a look at who his opponents are. But yeah, those are the top 5 plus 2 extra. You get me? So looking at this, I'm thinking like only 3.7% of people playing FPL right now selected Firmino, right? And when you look at forwards and you see the points so far, Firmino is 5th, right? Now behind Haaland, I mean Haaland has 96 points. He's leading. So Haaland is an outlier right now. When you look below Haaland, you have Kane 56, Tony 48, Jesus 47, Firmino 47. And when you look at his influence rating in comparison to those 3 above him, he's right there actually. Him and Jesus probably is the same, 2784, 278. You know, his creativity is also probably not as high as the others, but it's not bad. And his threat is roughly, it's better than Tony for certain. The only challenge with this pick, I would say, is that they're gonna play Arsenal and Man City. That's their next 2 fixtures, and then they have West Ham. Now, I mean, Firmino is a guy that will show up in big games. We may have to do some analysis to see what his performances are like against those 2 teams historically. But at 7.9 million, that could be a pretty decent buy. Another shot I think could be Welbeck. Their fixtures, him have Tottenham, then Brentford, then Nottingham Forest. So, you know, it's not hard, but it's not as easy, because the Nottingham Forest is definitely one where you expect him to put some work in, you know. At 6.5 mil, if you're on a budget, that could probably work. He's a threat. He's definitely a threat in the game for what he's valued at. And like I say, you're looking for some differential here. Only 1.2% people have him. So, you know, if Brighton did what they do what they did against Liverpool with Tottenham, and I'm sure they can do it against Brentford. But you know, those teams that not traditionally in the top six, those games tend to be real scrappy. You know, the score lines aren't flattering. But I would check out those two from the forward line, and you never know, it might just work out. Anyways, people, thanks for checking in. Let me know how you found the video or what you'd like me to talk about next. Peace. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. It helps push this video to a wider audience. And leave a comment. Let me know how you're enjoying the video, or if you're not, or what you prefer to see me do. Just engage with your boy. Leave a like, subscribe. Peace.